Tesla drivers hogging the chargers in my building. No more free charging for you, XOXO. Living in a mixed-use building with decent neighbors and a few solid perks had always felt like a win. It wasn't luxury living, but it had charm, clean amenities, quiet hallways, and best of all, free EV charging in the garage. There were 4 level 2 chargers, shared among about 20 electric vehicles. Not ideal, but workable. Most folks respected the posted 4-hour limit. People rotated fairly, and while there were occasional slip-ups, it never got out of hand. The system ran on quiet cooperation, and for a couple of years it just worked. But that all changed when the Teslas arrived. At first, nothing seemed off, just a few sleek new cars. But then, the shift began, slow and subtle. Certain Tesla owners treated the chargers like they were their own private outlets. They started plugging in for hours on end, 8, 10, even 12, ignoring the 4-hour courtesy limit entirely. Yes, Teslas have bigger batteries, but so what? Shared resources require shared responsibility. No one excuses someone for using all the washing machines in a laundry room just because they have more clothes. The idea was simple. Charge, then move. Not charge, disappear, repeat. Things escalated when one of the chargers in the guest parking area went out of service. That left only 2 working cables, 20 plus EVs, 2 plugs. Now we had a real problem. One Tesla owner in particular took things to a new level. They had 2 Teslas and began charging both of them back to back, sometimes all afternoon into the evening. You'd check the charger at 2 p.m., come back at 8 p.m., and they'd still be parked. Same cars, same cords. I'd had enough. One day, after watching this person charge both of their vehicles for over 6 hours, I left a note, polite, reasonable, and anonymous. Just a reminder of the 4-hour rule asking people to be mindful. The next morning, I found the note torn to pieces on the ground. One fragment had been deliberately left behind. On it, someone had scrawled in thick black marker, "Say it to my face." That was a choice. A few days later, another neighbor gave it a shot. They left a note as well. The response they got? "I saw you on my cameras, LMAO. I won't consider shit." So not only was this person aggressively dismissive, they were literally monitoring the charger from inside their unit, like some kind of garage gremlin. At that point, I dropped the nice guy routine. I documented everything. Photos of the shredded notes, timestamps of long charging sessions, and evidence showing that the chargers weren't tracking or billing anyone. There was no system in place. It was an open plug on a shared wall, giving out electricity for free. I sent it all, quietly, to both the building manager and the regional manager. In that message, I didn't make demands. I simply pointed out the abuse and the lack of any monitoring or billing. I figured if money talked, maybe something would finally be done. And sure enough, it worked. Within a few days, the building put up notices that the charging stations were being replaced. Soon after, brand new charge point stations were installed. These chargers came with built-in tracking, time limits, and most importantly, billing. Now the first 4 hours were still free, but after that, the meter started ticking, $3 to $4 per hour. Suddenly, those long, casual, overnight charging sessions came with a price tag. The change was immediate. The Teslas stopped squatting. Everyone started rotating again. No more double dipping. No more bold, torn-up notes. The garage returned to its former balance, quiet, respectful, and shared. As for me, I drive a smaller EV. I'm fully charged in under 4 hours, in and out like clockwork. I still enjoy the free power, and now I don't have to fight for a spot or leave reminders on anyone's windshield. The best part? I never said a word to anyone's face. I didn't need to. Let the Teslas pay.